So in a case like this where the rotors are worn at the outer edge, you don't want to just put pads on, because the new pads are going to do the same thing. They're not going to make contact here, and if they do, it's going to be noisy. If you take the rotor off and try to turn it on a lathe, I can already feel the step here. By the time you turn them smooth, they're going to be undersized. And even if they are still within spec, they're going to be at the lower end of the spec. So you might as well just replace the rotor and the pads together. The inside, you can see it's pretty much the same. Sorry about my spotlight. It's the only way I can get more light when the batteries start to go weak. These are your dust caps in the back. Disconnect the wear sensor. If the lever doesn't do anything, you can go in here and lift it up. Seven millimeter. When the pads are stuck, just move the piston back a little bit. That'll create a bit of room. Hasn't quite set the wear indicator light yet, but it's just about to. You can see the outer pad is worn more than the inner, so you can't always rely on the sensor. $18. Good thing about the NECs also is it'll fill in the gaps, the slight differences in highs and lows, or at least that's my theory, but it'll definitely make it easy to get the rotor off next time around. sure there are no deep grooves or the pads will hang up. Double check the torque spec. Good idea to check the piston for any type of rust. You'll also notice if there is any by the way the piston retracts. If it goes nice and smoothly, chances are the piston is in good shape. You're gonna lift the boot so the air comes out to burp it. Brakes can last 3 to 5 years depending on driving habits, or even longer. And this lube for the sliders, there's no way that'll last that long or stay liquid for that length of time. That's why a brake service is recommended, and that just means taking everything apart and lubing everything up, making sure everything is lubricated and nice and free, wearing evenly. Or you can just wait until you hear noise or symptoms arise and then take stuff apart. There's an arrow here that points into the direction of travel, but since this is the only one that has a sensor on it, that's the only place it can go. Make sure the slider bolt goes in straight. It's easy to cross thread these guys. Don't forget the dust caps. Make sure that the wear sensor, or the wire for the wear sensor, is not pinched anywhere. That's it. Do the same on the other side and you're done. And obviously flush the brake fluid. You want to open this guy up, pump the pedal, flush it out until it's clear.